and done by the right people. No? And we also explained to him that during my period, and 2010 to 2016, including the time when Secretary Ping was DPWH Secretary, we always made sure that yung ABC, yung amount, total budget for the contract, publicize, hindi sekreto yan. So that people know or bidders know exactly what is the budget, plus minus. Kung you're outside that plus or minus band, then you're considered stray bid, hindi ka tatanggapin. The other information that we gave to DPWH was we adopted an important document as part of the bid submissions of contractors, what we referred to as the integrity pledge. That for you to be able to bid as a contractor, you commit to certain proper procedures, not to engage in corrupt practices. Part of your documents yan. If you don't submit that, we will not allow you to bid. Okay? So, very clear 5 R's that we referred to for good governance and anti-corruption program. Okay, this was what I felt I had to contribute to ICI, no? Including the recommendations to precisely address saan nangyari yung mga problema. I think you must have heard that during our time, 50 million ang level of authority ng district engineer. Biglang lumobo to 150, tapos yung regional office naging 400, kaya wala nang nakikitang local project sa head office kung hindi yung foreign assisted na lang. No? China-chap-chap na sa baba. So those were the major recommendations, and I think you must have heard that Secretary Vince has already reduced the level of authority of the district offices and the regional offices. Now, at the ICI level, we also accepted and agreed that because the legal process dito sa Pilipinas, several layers. From prosecution, building of cases, dalayin sa ombudsman to Sandigang Bayan. Medyo mahaba yon. And I kept mentioning, including meetings with the legislators, 2 gold standards for anti-corruption. I will keep repeating this, the ICAC of Hong Kong and the CPIB of Singapore. What is the major change in those 2 gold standards? All in one. Hindi na pasa-pasa. No? There's only one agency from foreclosure to lockdown to hanggang kulong. Isang agency lang. Okay. Now, unfortunately, ICI was created, I would imagine, as an urgent matter. Kulang sa budget, walang budget, nasa diary yung budget, wala sa amin. Ganun sitwasyon ba? So, what we wanted to convey was ICI, as it is today, does not have enough powers to be able to execute as quickly as we can what we need to do. And that's why I am appealing to members of Congress, both the House and the Senate, ipasa nyo na yung IPC, or Independent People's Commission at the Senate level, and the ICAIC, which is at the lower house version. They committed that they will pass it before the end of the year. So hopefully by the end of the year, you will now have a much stronger independent commission with proper powers and authorities that ICI does not have. Now, because precisely of the long legal process, we had to resort to administrative measures. That's why we have been meeting with some 20 government agencies that have some administrative remedies. No? For example, classic example, yung Philippine Competition Commission. They can penalize bidders that are involved in bidding of rigs. At the first instance, 100 million, growing all the way to 250 million for every rig bidding. So the other one would be yung forfeiture of assets, freezing of assets, yung mga air assets included, as well as under declaration of ITRs of corporations. Hindi nakikita ng BIR dati yung total amount of contracts except what is submitted by the corporations as their income tax. No? So you must have heard of BIR running after back taxes and penalties. No? So with that, there's now in place, with the initiative of Chairman Andy Reyes, the creation of a technical working group that met, I believe some of you were present during the early portion of the TWG, where all the agencies were agreed to deadlines, no? For future. Kailan yan? You have to submit within 7 days to the agencies involved. So, heavily dependent on AMLA, for future, at saka yung mga decisions so that air assets could be taken back to the Philippines. Yung mga ganun discussions. No? Now, so, with both the legal, as I mentioned, na medyo matatagalan, administrative measures become very, very important. And this has to be reported regularly to the public para hindi naman nila parang walang nangyayari. No? But hopefully, by now, the public understands that hindi ICI yung magpapakulong. No? We are part of the legal process. Ours, by EO 94, we help in the investigation, prepare cases so that we can refer them to the Ombudsman, and the Ombudsman reviews them for filing. Now, with that said, what ICI needs now is a strong team to go over boxes of documents. You know, I think you must have seen boxes being delivered here. So they have to now be processed so that they can be looked into individually, and who were the people responsible for whatever is the finding in those cases. We are very appreciative of the support given to us by PNP AFP, because they provided some 64 ground investigation teams to ICI, which ICI does not have. Up to today, I think wala pang nagsusweldo dyan sa mga volunteers dito. Now, okay, so that's the kind of work that is urgently needed by ICI. In addition to the urgency of both houses passing the new ICI version. No? So, I hope people understand that ICI on its own cannot solely carry the burden. We need the support of other government institutions, particularly at this time, both houses of Congress, the Senate and the lower house. So we are appealing to leadership of the House and the Senate to please pass that before the year ends. Okay. Now, aside from all of what I've said, which is a very stressful situation, as you probably know, I'm here almost every day, Monday to Friday, early in the morning till late afternoons. No? What I thought was going to be a commission work, which means when there are hearings, you're here, but that's not the case. Because as an engineer, I have to study all the applicable laws that are related to ICI hearings. Now, so because of the stress, my 77-year-old body cannot take it anymore. That's the other half of the situation. I've been in and out of the hospital. I just came from a medical workout this early. So, alam niyo na, pagka nag-medical workout ka, jeta ka ng 10 hours. No? Maaga kang nagigising, blood extraction. This is the first time in my life that I've been asked to take maintenance medication for heart, high BP, high cholesterol, high creatinine, name it, everything is red flag in my body. Ayan, may tumatawag na naman, taga-media din. No? So, please try to understand that it's not that I don't want to serve, it is just that my body and also the stress on my family, we are not used to this heavy stress, including heavy security for the family's safety. So I hope, and I wish that people will understand the reason for my resignation. I feel that I've done what I have to do for ICI, but I have to also answer to the needs of my family, family concerns, and my own personal life. I want to get back my privacy. Hindi na ako makagalaw ng hindi na re-recognize sa labas, ano? Kahit na i-AI po niya yung mukha ko, ganun pa rin, no? So, just to put the record on straight, I have submitted my irrevocable resignation, which takes effect December 15, but I have promised Chairman Andy Reyes that I will make myself available, hopefully not beyond December 31st, but at any point in time that there's any need for my services in terms of technical, wala naman akong may contribute sa legal, no? So I'll make myself available. That's what I committed to the ICI commissioners. No? So with that, I'm open to questions. Sige, Joseph. Total, ikaw ang unang katindi.
Sir, I mean, your nagsasabi kasi, sir, na it has something to do with the output of the ICI in terms of maybe people who are recommended charge.
What do you mean?
For example, may mga lawmakers, your vice president.
Okay.
How do you find the findings of the ICI yesterday with regard to the senators? Do you agree with that, or if it were up to you, it would have been a stronger recommendation?
No, as I said, I will leave that matter to the lawyers. No, ayaw ko namang pangunahan yung mga former justice. No? Our chairman himself has been through this. We have surrounded by lawyers. Our executive director himself has been in the Supreme Court. So, as an engineer, hindi na ako dapat makialam dyan. Whatever documents that they have found and sufficient, and whatever probable reasons or cases, that's a legal matter. I cannot comment on that.
Hi sir, good morning. Lance po from Newswatch Plus. Sir, my first question, have you personally talked with the President about your resignation?
No, but I have submitted and I addressed the letter to the Office of the President.
Second question, sir, there were some lawmakers din na malungkot din sa pagbibigyan niyo sa pwesto, but there are also some saying na ICI is there without you in the commission.
I don't think that's a fair statement. No, it's a commission work. No, I'm just one of 3 members. No, so but again, let me repeat: the burden of this problem cannot rely solely on ICI. We need a strong support from the Office of the President. We need strong support from both houses of Congress. Otherwise, on its own, without the necessary powers, unfortunately, it will not move as fast as we want to.
Morning, sir.
Yes.
Jay po from Philippine Star. Just for the record, sorry. I know. Kailan pa po kayo, sabi niyo po kanina maintenance, and do you have any sickness that has factored into your decision for resigning?
Medical findings.
Yeah.
Gusto niyo makita yung red flag na results ko? Labas-pasok ako sa medical. High cholesterol, high blood pressure, which I've never experienced. Kaya para akong high parati ngayon.
And na-exacerbate because of your...
The stress. No? I'm not a lawyer, so I have to do double time in terms of bringing home documents, studying cases. Otherwise, ligaw naman ako. No? So, I think people here who know me, even at the DPWH days, I come in prepared. No? I read the documents, I am ready with what is going to be discussed. I have a long list of prepared items that I need to know before even isa lang yung hearing or whoever is invited as guest.
And sir, help us reconcile po kasi kahapon maraming nagpa-interview and regarding na mukhang nasabi niyo daw yung mga plano niyo sa kanila. Like for example, Jacinto Taracen in an interview
Chismoso yun. Kayo naman.
And then Eka Elise also said that you texted him na...
Hindi kami nag-text. Nagkita kami sa restaurant. He was together with people that I don't even want to identify. Okay.
Why?
Because I don't know them. But we were having quiet lunch with some friends from school. Nakita ko siya. And since ako naman, I think most of you know, I am colorless. Wala akong kulay. Hindi ako dilaw, hindi ako berde, hindi ako pula. My work has always been that way. What had to be done, regardless of color. So, I just went and greeted him. That was it. Oh, sabi niya, ano pang ginagawa mo dyan? Huwag kang mag-alala, malapit na. Sabi ko sa kanya, yun.
Sir Isa Cotoner from Bombo Radio, Philippines. Sir, some are asking, have you encountered any political interference dito po sa pag-resign nyo? O meron po kayong somehow, sabi nga nila, kung napigilan po ba kayo going to the big fish na tinutukoy?
No, definitely. In fact, I have always been advocating sa commission that we should focus on the top. We don't want to focus on the small fries. Collateral na yan. No? Let us focus on the top because I think people expect that.
Sir, sinabi niyo kanina na yung ICI ay somehow wala pa rin talagang lakas, kaya nga po nag-a-appeal kayo sa Congress as well as Senate na ipasa na nga po to. Yung susunod na magiging commissioner po, if ever, ano po dapat ang tagayin niyang traits for example?
I think we've gone through all the versions. Dapat justice, no? Dapat court proceedings pa rin ang masunod. as a court. No? So has to be a former justice, Supreme Court or any of the other courts. No? But definitely has to be a lawyer with a lot of experience, especially in prosecution.
Sir, PJ Mendoza from Net25. Sir, earlier, parang around October, nagganito lang yung sinabi ni EJ no, na Representative Edgar Allan Erice na sinasabi na...
Ano? Erice?
Erice, oh yes po. Na parang he said na there's a commissioner in the ICI losing hope kaya magsasubmit ng resignation, and we waited, then walang nangyari na nag-resign around that time. Then kahapon, nag-resign po kayo, sir. Sir, may I know,
Okay.
may I ask?
Candidly, when I accepted the job, sabi ko, I think my role here is good for 3 months. Alam ni Justice Andy Reyes yan. I am good for 3 months. I will dedicate much time, explain the situation, the process, etc. And we will be able to understand fully what happened. And I think people understand what happened. Without the connivance of several entities, hindi naman mangyayari ito.
Sir, good morning. Juan Antonio po from IBC News. Sir, can we get the confirmation that you will be taking part as one of the advisor for DPWH as confirmed by Sec. Vince Dizon?
Ever since naman, DPWH has been close to my heart. No? Anyone sitting official of DPWH, I've always been open to giving advice. You know? So, especially so, because if you recall, ako yung tina-target sa DPWH. You know? And fortunately, napapayag namin si Vince Dizon. So, in fairness to him, I want to help him as much as I can. Even today, nagte-text siya kagabi, hindi ko na lang makuha dahil talagang usi na yung ulo ko.
Good morning, sir, sa
Yes.
Commissioner. Ako po si Ernest from One News. I just want to ask, tugtong ko lang po doon about kay Representative Erice, about the phone call now.
Okay.
He said there, no, na parang nagiging washing machine or punching bag daw kayo ng publiko, no? And parang sinabi niyo daw po na parang bakit niyo daw po iniris yung inyong buhay para linisin ang kalat ng Malacanang. Any confirmation?
Hindi naman kalat lang ng Malacanang ito, no? Kalat ng buong Pilipinas. I mean, this will not happen without connivance of several offices, no? Including the agency where I served for 6 full years. No? Kaya ako nalulungkot. No? And I keep repeating, even today, I will repeat it again in front of all of you. The total master plan for flood control for the 18 major river basins. Kala nyo 18 lang yon. But the 18 major river basins cover 63 provinces nationwide. Kasi pag sinabi mo, Cagayan River Basin, ang daming probinsya niyan. Magmula sa Cordillera hanggang doon sa dulo. No? Pag sinabi mo, Pampanga River Basin, ilang probinsya ang sakop niyan? Nueva Ecija, Tarlac, Bulacan, Pampanga, all the way to Manila Bay. So hanggang part of Metro Manila. So when I say 18 major river basins, it covers 63 provinces. Yun ang kinsasama ng loob ko. The cost of the budget allocated for flood control, nakawin na nila yung iba. No? 1.7 trillion was allocated for flood control alone during the last 10 years, 2016 to 2025. Those 18 major river basins could have been implemented over a 3-4 year period for only 800 to 900 billion pesos. Hindi ba sa kasamaan loob natin dun? Kalahati lang mansanan yan, ginamit nila ng tama, di na-solve yung problema on flooding. Di ba? kayo, isipin niyo yun. Hayaan mo na yung iba. Magkano yung lumabas ng 1 trillion, ilang trillion yung nai-budget over the last 10 years. 1.7 na lang sana itinabi nila. Tinabi nila, hindi pa din ginamit ng tama.
Okay. Sir, pero yung kay Retenisa,
Sumasakit lalo yung tenga ko.
punching bag. Do you confirm that? Yung washing machine yung punching bag daw?
Hindi naman punching bag siguro.
How did you say it?
So, ano doon ko?
How did you say that?
Yeah, or how did you say it pa? So that we can
Hindi,
understand.
let's put it this way. Usapang matino. Lumabas yung ICI 94, EO 94. Walang budget. Okay. Kumbaga, lumabag ka sa gera, solve mo yung problema, hindi ka naman binigyan ng armas. Ano nangyari sa'yo? Di nakatiwangwang ka. You cannot defend yourself. You have no powers. Mag-imbita ka kung ayaw pumunta, wala ka nang magagawa. You don't even have subpoena powers. Gusto mong wag paalisin ang isang tao. We don't have that. We have to go to court for a whole departure order. Ano nangyari? Nakaalis. Sisisihin pa kami doon. Punching bag ka na naman. Ba't hindi nyo pinigilan? Wala nga kaming power to stop that guy from leaving. That's what I mean. Ang liwanag naman noon. No? So, we were absorbing a lot of the flack for something that we have no power to do. Pakulong nyo yan, yung kurakot. Wala naman kaming power na magpakulong. O di, sino sinisip? ICI. Ang bagal nyo. You must be protecting the big fish. You must be protecting somebody. So binato ng lahat sa ICI. That's what I meant when I discussed it with Congressman Elise.
Sir, good morning. Harley Balbenan from PTV. Sir, you said that you will try to make yourself available for the commission even until December 31st at most. So will you...
Kahit na beyond.
Okay. So, sir, I just ask, will you still be attending the upcoming hearings?
No more.
Scheduled?
No more. Redundant na ako. Ano naman pakialam ko dun sa magtotoga ka pa, hindi na lang.
Okay. So, for example, sir, like yung hearing ni Congressman Sandro Marcos, hindi na po kayo mag-participate?
No, but whenever he comes before the 15th, I'll still be around.
Pero sa hearings po na?
No, even in the hearings up to the 15th, I'm still obligated as a member of ICI. I'm still a commissioner until the 15th. Midnight of the 15th to be exact.
So, sir,
Just to clarify that, yung lahat ng hearings na naka-schedule before December 15 ay
I have to attend. I am committed until the 15th of December, midnight. Yes, sir.
Secretary, good morning. Johnson po from DTSCB.
Of course.
This morning, I talked to Mayor Benji Magalang, and he said as early as November, may decision na po kayo to resign. Is that true?
Well, because I have been discussing my work here, I can complete in 3 months. So, maliwanag yun. 3 months. September, October, November, December. 4 months na nga yun.
And sir, we just need a categorical statement na po. Is there a pressure coming from somebody or someone from outside the ICI for you to step down? Because
No.
the investigation is...
My wife. Someone, sabi mo, my wife. And my children.
Ano pong sinabi nila?
Ang sabi nila, kung ikaw gustong magpapako, huwag mo na kaming idamay.
Exact sound like that.
Okay? Because I've taken all the flack. I accepted DPWH. I accepted kung ano-anong assignments dyan, leaving a lucrative private sector position. Hindi naman akong mahilig magpayaman. I live a very simple life. Hindi ako maluho sa buhay. Gusto mo, puros tayo noodle cup na lang eh.
Pwede ba sa inyo, sir?
Of course.
Cholesterol.
Bawal nga lang dahil puro salty yun eh. So ngayon, wala na. Tubig na lang, ayan.
Sir, would you recommend somebody to the president to replace you?
Ay, mahirap yun. Kakarguin ko pa yung pamilya. I did not even bring a full-time staff here because precisely my timeline was 3 months. Pag ganang ang daming gusto mag-volunteer, we want to be your staff, etc. Unang-una, iiwanan mo yung sweldo mo. Wala naman kaming sweldo ibibigay sa'yo dito. No? O paano, di kailangan pakainin pa kita. So, you don't see any staff that I have.
Sir, last na lang. After your ICI stint, how do you plan to spend your time outside ICI?
I still have a lot of things in my personal advocacy. And I want to be able to get my private life back. Lang.
Thank you. Good luck.
Sir, has anyone threatened you? I mean, may security threats po kayo, pamilya?
Wala. So far, ha? Napanggood. Baka maisipan yan dahil tinanong mo. That's it. Last two. Sige.
Sir, sorry, follow up na. Sir, you mentioned in an interview that you're already investigating E.S. Bersamin and Secretary Pangandaman. Sa intindi ko po, bago pa sila mag-resign, ano yung nag-trigger sa investigation?
Well, lumalabas na yung mga pangalan kasi. No? Alam nyo naman yun. Adrian Bersamin, Olaivar, Pangandaman. Parang hindi nyo alam.
Pero sir, may investigation na kayo kay E.S. Bersamin at kay Sec Pangandaman?
We were hoping to invite them because my sense is mahirap to charge without sufficient opportunity for whoever's accused to give their side. Of course, as I said, engineer ako. Whether that process has to be followed to the letter is something else that I leave to the lawyers in ICI. But as a matter of principle, someone accused has to be given an opportunity to explain, either in writing or in person.
Secretary, good morning po. Nick po of DZMM. Secretary, ano po yung masasabi niyo regarding dun sa calls na since sinabi mo nga po you want the big fishes to be under investigation po, yung possibility of President Bongbong Marcos to be investigated by the ICI as well?
I keep saying wherever the evidence leads. Okay. But so far, other than statements from a, shall we call, a former congressman as that we have invited twice to appear, has not appeared. Other than those statements, hindi naman pwedeng bigyan ng credence yun or as a basis of accusing someone. In fact, that's the same situation that has happened to a lot of legislators who were mentioned in this Blue Ribbon Committee that we are finding out, talagang ginamit lang yung pangalan nila.
Sir, follow up lang po. Yung sa sinabi niyo, sir, what do you mean by you cannot give credence to the statement of Saudi Court? Tama ba yung pagkadinig, sir? That cannot be a basis to investigate the president?
Of course not. I mean, again, I'm not a lawyer. I will leave it up to the lawyers to decide, and that's why we keep trying to invite, baka kung gusto niya, kahit na Zoom, kung nasaan man siya sa mundong ito, if the commission will accept a Zoom or a written affidavit. But as I said, these things, I leave it to the lawyers of the commission.
Kulang ba yung sinabi niya, sir? Or mga legal...
Ang dami niyang sinabi eh. Pero anong basis nun? Ganun-ganun na lang ba? That's the same, again, that's what happened in the Senate. Nagbanggit ng mga pangalan, isang katerba. when we started interviewing those that were mentioned, talagang walang connection. For either it was highly politically motivated or some other reason, we don't know.
So sir, konti lang. So ibig sabihin sir, yun pong output ng ICI has nothing to do with your resignation. Kumbaga, you were fine with the findings that were from the
Tapos na yung trabaho ko. No? I have all... O yan, pinatayan na ako ng...
Medyo pinapatayan ng ano.
Mates last na po yun.
Okay, so again, as I said, no, that's why I had to think this through habang maliwanag pa yung isip ko kung ano yung dapat kong ginawa at nagawa ko na ba yan o hindi. And I think I have done the technical process. I've explained it to everyone. People understand now a lot better what happened, sino yung mga nagkakunsya-kunsya ba dyan for this to happen. And hopefully, because we know the process, we know how to plug, ano yung mga kailangang remedies, whether batas yan, administrative order yan, executive order, etc. To be able to avoid a repeat of this anomaly ever happening again.
Commissioner Hamula, about kay DPWH, former DPWH Secretary Manuel Bonongan, you had the same position and with the same department. Don't you think that this much also has to be called out to be implicated with all these anomalies that's
I think that was part of our findings. No? Hindi pwedeng hugas kamay dito. If you recall, when we were at the Ombudsman's office, I read the oath of office of an officer. Hindi pwedeng maghugas kamay. You have a responsibility when you accepted that position voluntarily. Wala namang pumilit sa inyo na tanggapin yung position na yan. But you have to be responsible and accountable for whatever happens in your jurisdiction.
Sir, yung time niya, may allocable kayo, sir. Yung time niya, may allocable kayo. Secretary, yung allocable budget.
Okay, just to explain, last na talaga ito. Yung allocable na tinatawag, nung panahon, not in prior to my period, my tenure, meron tinatawag na LIP ngayon, Local Infrastructure Project, per congressman, per congressional district, and then for every senator, 3 times. Kung 100 million dati, times 3, 300 million each senator.
Okay.
Ano ba ang prinsipyo doon? The principle behind there is we understand and I accept that each congressional district, each congressman have their own priorities, local, which the agency, the department does not recognize or is not, he doesn't know about it. Ano ba yung one? Public school, infrastructure, multipurpose hall, yung mga ganon. No? So 100 million yung panahon ko. The reason why we allowed that to happen is parang isasubmit ko naman na NEP, hindi na nila gagalawin.
Sino sila?
Yung congressman at saka senador. So yung sinubmit mong NEP, that's the national program of the agency and endorsed by the President. Kaya pinirmahan niya yun. May President's message. Ito yung priorities namin. Ito yung i-implement namin this coming year. Okay, binigyan namin kayo ng leap. Huwag niyo nang galawin ito. Anong nangyari? Nag-submit ng 900 billion sa NEP, lumabas 1.1, so nagdagdag ng 200 billion, kinarve out pa yung 250 sa NEP. Kaya zero yung ODA. Diba? Nawala ng right of way, budget. Ang daming flood control projects ang naapektuhan doon.
But as a concept, yung allocable, sir, hindi siya inherently illegal?
It used to be called pork barrel, and no matter what you say, to me, it's still pork barrel. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Sir.
Sir, picture
Sir.
ko.
Sir, good luck. Paano tayo? Patayin mo na yun.
Sir, picture shot daw, Che.